Well, I will put it to you this way. Let me just go first and foremost to the base question. And the base question is, what is the outcome that we all hope to see? The primary reason for the Building Bridges initiative, since our multi-party politics, we have always had tensions at every election cycle, tensions that were ethnic-based. And when we came together with Raila Odinga, the whole objective was to say that as a country, despite the fact that we have a new constitutional dispensation, we must ensure that future generations, our children, are not necessarily going to be faced with the kind of thing that we have seen. We want to transform our politics and make our politics that much more inclusive. And by inclusivity, we said, let us look at what are the issues, what are the crises that make these things happen. And that was the whole point of the BBI review across the country. Let's go through these points. Let's hear from the Kenyans themselves. Why do you always feel that an election must bring tension? And many things came out, the feeling that if one community won and another was left out, people would feel, they feel like, okay, this is not our government, it's their government. So how do we deal with that? How do we make sure that government is that much more inclusive? How do we deal with, we now have this devolved system, but people sometimes may be feeling that they are not really getting the full impact of that devolution. So how can we empower those in devolved places more? The next issue was, we have cross-border communities. How can we work regionally so that, especially all these communities, be it on the Somali border, the Ugandan border, the Tanzanian border, and others, how do we make them feel that they're not split, they don't have split loyalties, so to say. So these are amongst many numerous issues that came about. And the whole focus of that, and again, very much in tandem, because even the framers of our 2010 constitution also recognized that after 10 years, there may be need to relook at this constitution, because constitutions are not necessarily written in stone. They are written to keep society moving and blending together, may need review. Whereas many chapters are absolutely excellent and Kenyans have seen great benefit, there may be some areas that we may need to review. And that's the reason for the referendum. So it is unfortunate that some have interpreted the scenario of a referendum to change the constitution to mean that certain individuals want to change that constitution to extend the presidential term. I can tell you, if there is one thing that Kenyans are very, very clear about, is the two-term limit. The two-term limit Kenyans are very clear about, and they've been clear about since 1992 when we introduced multipartyism. And there's been no single president that has broken that, and I don't intend to be the first.
Does that mean you rule out the premiership?
I have no clue whether there is going to be a premiership in the constitution. You see, these are the questions that people are now posing. What I told you is, I gave you a very clear synopsis of the areas where people are interested in. They're interested in the value of their vote. They're interested in the distribution of resources. They're interested in inclusivity in government. I have not heard of any of these other issues, and that is why I can't comment about what, as far as I am concerned, are not been a principal issue of the whole Building Bridges initiative. The purpose is not there. All I can say is that the office that exists today is the office of the president. the President of the Republic of Kenya, our constitution is very clear that a president serves for 2 terms. 2 terms. I am in now my 2nd term. No president has broken that. I don't intend to do it.